It gives and takes.
Had about 6 feet of water in that house. You can see the line right above the windows. You can see the line across there.
This is the flow, the ebb, the heartbeat.
I feel for all these people that have lost their lives.
Every single person in this community is helping out in the flood relief in some way.
From sorrow, we rise. From loss, we rebuild. This is why we're here. To remember, to grieve, to rejoice, to process. Let's heal together. Let's get loud for love.
So everything is bigger in Texas, but this tragedy made everything feel so small. Now, everyone in the state of Texas and across the nation felt directly or indirectly tied to this tragedy. Now, you may not know what the Texas spirit is, but I, as a native Texan, can tell you it is gritty and it is unbreakable. And that is why neighbors helped neighbors in a time of need without hesitation, without even being asked. It's why showing up and doing and giving whatever you possibly can took place in the aftermath of this tragedy. It's not about recognition. It's about doing what's right, and it's where people don't wait for help. They turn into helpers. So if you've never been to Texas before, or you've never experienced that Texas spirit, tonight we are going to try to show you stories and tell you through interviews and other storytelling tactics exactly what that Texas spirit is all about, because that is what we saw in the aftermath of July 4th. I'm Madison Sawyer. I'm a news anchor for CBS News Texas, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you tonight for Loud for Love, a concert all about raising awareness and funds for the Central Texas flood relief efforts. It's going to be a night of incredible music, incredible storytelling, and again, all of us coming together to remind our neighbors down in Central Texas that they are not alone and that they are not forgotten. So tonight, there's going to be all sorts of ways that you can join in, whether you're here in person with us at Tannehill's Tavern in the Fort Worth Stockyards, or whether you are watching this broadcast from home. There is a way that you can participate. There's a silent auction that's already live. You can see that QR code if you're watching the broadcast on your screen. Scan that QR code. It'll send you right to the bidding site where you can place bets on incredible items like one-of-a-kind experiences and items. And then if you're in person, there's t-shirts for sale in the lobbies, there's hats for sale, and you can also go check out those silent auction items in person. But no matter how you're participating tonight, we thank you for joining in and helping us to, again, amplify the love for all of our neighbors down in Central Texas. So again, tonight's gonna be fun. It's gonna get loudy, it's gonna get rowdy and loud, but we are so excited to be part of this with you. And so with that, I wanna introduce our very first act, Nate Burnham.
What's going on, Tannehills? How y'all doing tonight? Appreciate y'all being here for such a great cause. Everybody else at home is watching and participating. Appreciate y'all too. We're gonna have some fun tonight for a great cause. How about that? Shires on the guitar. I know Texas is going through a rough time right now, and there's a lot of folks that have lost a lot of loved ones. There's a song I just wanted to share with you guys tonight. We, the music community, we're kind of a tight-knit community, but you know, times like this, Texas is just a tight-knit community. We're all here for each other. And I wrote this song a few years ago. We had a musician friend of ours passed away out in East Texas, and the day that we found out, he had a few shows that were booked that day, and me and another guy, we reached out to help cover the show. We just we were going to donate the money and everything. We just wanted to find a way to help, just kind of like what we're doing today. We just want to find a way to help. And when I got to the venue, his name was still on the marquee sign, and one of the letters had fallen off. His name's Cody Daniel, and I walked over and I put the L back up there and took a few steps back up from the marquee, and I said, you know, you're headlining in heaven tonight, man, and we got it for you down here, you know. And so you know, as most songs come from emotion and feelings and loss and grief, and this next day I kind of sat down with this idea. It was just kind of like, well, this is what I think a musician would think heaven is like. This is called Headliner in Heaven.
Whoa.
I hear it's a listening room. The house band knows every single tune. You never break a string. And angels sing along with every haggard song. I hear you never miss a note. The crowd knows every word to every song you wrote. I guess we're getting by. Just wish we had a chance to say goodbye. Oh, there's a marquee lit in the sky tonight, where the streets are paved in gold, where the tickets sold out. There's a rowdy crowd and the beer is always cold, and nobody leaves. They never shut it down till they turn it up to 11. There's a new headliner in heaven. I believe when you get your wings, your guitar gets wings too. When winter time is through, you'll be waiting for us in a green room. Oh, there's a marquee lit in the sky tonight, where the streets are paved in gold, where the tickets sold out. There's a rowdy crowd and the beer is always cold. Nobody leaves, they never shut it down. Let you turn it up to 11. There's a new headliner in heaven. Oh, I know someday again we'll meet, but trade Brandon drinking songs all night long till we never skip a beat. No. Oh, there's a marquee lit in the sky tonight, where the streets are paved in gold, where the tickets sold out. There's a rowdy crowd and the beer is always cold. Nobody leaves, never shut it down. Let you turn it up to 11. There's a new headliner in heaven. Oh, in heaven. Well, I hear it's a listening room. Thank you. Well, since Texas is together tonight, you know, we got to play a song that just brags about how big Texas is, because that's what we do, you know. But, you know, Texas used to be a little bit bigger than it was, and Andy Nelson's on the fiddle over here. He's from Idaho Falls, Idaho, and I spent a little time up there, lived there for several years, and love the mountains and I love Texas, and I wish we had the old Republic of Texas, because we had a big portion of the Rocky Mountains when our boundary went up through New Mexico and Colorado all the way up to a place called Rawlins, Wyoming, and Steamboat Springs used to be part of Texas, right? And I thought, man, if we had the old Republic, then I could have Texas and Rocky Mountains all in the same place, right? So that's where this song comes from. This is called 1845. Texas, y'all. All right, I got this countdown on my phone. Hold on. I got 27 days, 5 hours, and 37 minutes until hunting season, y'all. I just want y'all to know that I got a lot of game in my freezer right now. Sitting at home, it's all wrapped in wax paper, so much game. Here's a little hunting song for all y'all. This is called I Got Game. Started with a BB gun when I turned 8. Shooting coke cans, 20 yards, lined up on a gate. Backcountry hunt, blasting up the hills, 'cause I'm picking up sheds like they were dollar bills. Dropping magpies out Grandpa's cherry tree. Right about then, well, it occurred to me that I love to hunt. Got varmints on the land, hogs are in my crops, coyotes got a hand. I love to hunt, it's manna for the taking. A pheasant or some hunts, I just wrap them all in bacon. Hey, I like my birds while my fence is low. Free range, a fair chase, no GMO, ain't no room on my wall. young, I just wanna break the lead. I like my birds wild, fences low, free range and grass fed. No GMO, ain't no room on my wall. My freezer's full, ain't no money or thing. But you can say I got game. Man, ain't no room on my wall. My freezer's full, ain't no money or fame. But you can say I got game. So I grew up in the suburbs of Houston, Texas. And it turns out that when you grow up in the suburbs, well, nobody cares. It's not cool. You can't brag about it, you know? It's only cool if you're from a small town or somewhere out in the country, but nobody wants to know what subdivision you grew up in, you know? It's not like we had a hard life. But I didn't have a farm with a big green tractor. I had a two-wheel drive truck in the Deerbrook Mall. That's what I had, yeah. But I wrote a country song about the suburbs because, well, statistically 87% of y'all are gonna drive home tonight to your 4-bedroom, 2.5 baths, cookie cutter homes. Maybe you're already at home watching in your master plans communities, yeah. You finally have a country song that's relatable, all right? This song's called Birds, y'all. Ain't no back 40 party on a Friday night. There ain't a circle up bonfire in a truck light. Ain't a cow, field, or tractor inside. Well, it's a 4 or a 5 or a 6A school. HOA rec center, community pool. Either way, it's cool. Well, we ain't quite country, it ain't quite city. A little Tupac, a little nitty gritty. No, we ain't from a trailer, ain't from a hood. Raised right where street lights meet the woods, and our cars burn rubber, big trucks hop curves. How we do it in the bird. I meet my boys at the gym for some pickup ball. Meet a girl at a movie down at the mall. Hang in a Sonic parking lot until the curfew calls. You hang out in a lot of parking lots when you grow up in the suburbs. Ooh, Brad's mom and dad, well, they went out of town. It's on the DL, but it gets around. Cars line the block, shut the cul-de-sac down. Yeah, we ain't quite country and ain't quite city. A little George Strait, little Tom Petty. No, we ain't from a trailer, ain't from a hood. Raised right where street lights meet the woods. Cars burn rubber and our trucks hopping curves. That's how we do it in the burbs. Here we go. Area in 2021. I asked my wife if we could move out to the country, and she was like, no. She's like, we got 4 kids, and she's like, I go to the grocery store a lot, and I'm not driving an hour round trip to Walmart or H-E-B. And I was like, okay, that's fair, you know? I was like, but we're not living downtown either, right? It's just too many people. And marriage is all about compromise, right? So we had to pick somewhere in between. And now we live out in Rockwall, Texas, you know? Now we're 25 minutes from the downtown lights. We're 25 the other way for a country night. Hit the club or hit the lease. What's it gonna be? A backwoods road or the HOV? We ain't quite country, ain't quite city. Got foreign and domestics chilling in a Yeti. We ain't from a trailer, ain't from a hood. Raised right where street lights meet the woods. out, it's stock, baby. And I dress from Neiman Marcus out in the mall. Out in the bird. Wrote that one as a joke. I never thought I'd put that one out, you know, but sometimes that's how it goes, you know? Last night we played in Aransas Pass, Texas. And just by chance, after the show, there was 3 firefighters from Kerrville that were there with their wives. And they've been helping with the recovery efforts, and they came down to the coast to decompress, you know, because they've been saving lives and recovering bodies and a lot of hard stuff, you know, that they're going through right now. And there's people like those firefighters, there's men and women who leave their families to go contribute and do hard things for the rest of us. And a lot of times you have to leave your family, you have to leave the ones you love behind to go do hard things. And anybody who has to travel for work or be away from loved ones, you know how it feels. Like you get to a point where you've been gone from the people you love so long that you don't care about nothing but getting back home. You know, you just want to be back with the ones you love and hug them again. This one night I'd been on a 2-week run, and I flew into an airport. I had a 3-hour drive to get home. It was snowing outside. The roads were all icy, and people were like, you should just wait it out. And I was like, man, I'm going to drive through this storm tonight. I'm going to crawl into a bed with my wife tonight if it kills me, you know. I just got to get back. About halfway through the drive, I started humming this tune, so I pulled over on the side of the highway, and I wrote this song in the backseat of my truck, and then I went home. But after last night, this goes out to everybody who's volunteering, all the firefighters, everybody out there putting their lives on the line for us, especially down there in Central Texas for us. All the sacrifices they're making. I know they're just doing their duties. But this song's called If It Kills Me. I hope y'all like it. Thank you, Texas. Our hearts with you, Central Texas. We love you guys. My name's Nate Burnham. Y'all stick around. We got a great night coming up. Here we go.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Nate Burnham, everyone. All right, so I want, as they're kind of moving off and the next band's moving on, I want to give you a little bit more of an understanding of the heart of why we're doing what we're doing tonight. This event is called Loud for Love because we want to amplify that heart, that love for our neighbors down in Central Texas. And I want to bring to the stage 3 people that had a huge part in making tonight possible. I want to bring up Chef Tim Love, owner of Tana Hills, Major Jimmy Parrish from the Salvation Army, and Raquel Amparo from the general manager of CBS News Texas. So guys, first of all, y'all can come right here. This event came together in a matter of just a couple of weeks. It was something that this station was really proud of, really inspired by to do, and it's a big undertaking, but it started with finding a location. And Chef Tim Love, this was something that you said a quick yes to. So what makes tonight's concert different from the other nights of concerts that you host throughout the month?
Well, I mean, the answer is fairly obvious, right? We're here for a cause. And a cause is near and dear to my heart. Had a lot of friends and family who had a lot of victims and survivors in Central Texas through this whole deal. And I'll never forget, it's kind of one of those things where you think about, like, where were you at 9/11? Where were you the morning of the 4th of July, especially in Texas? And I had friends, family, had young kids there, I had friends, family, had counselors there. Some of them survived, some of them passed away. We've been to many funerals and thought about many funerals. And so anything that you can do, people out there that are watching or people in the audience, is enough, right? Anything. So we sold hats, called Hunt Strong. I had one hanging up here earlier. Anything I can do to help these people out, $1 at a time is all it is, and we want $1 at a time. We want thousands of dollars at a time too, by the way. But helping out is what it's all about, and Texas does that well, and so I couldn't do anything but step up and do what I could do.
And you're right, every dollar does count, and we do want the thousands, the commas to roll in too, so don't be shy, give generously, give whatever you can, because this money is all going to an incredible cause, and that's where, Major Jimmy Parrish, you come in, because you are part of the Salvation Army, such a huge integral part of the work being done in Central Texas. So tell me tonight, when people scan that QR code, when they bid on those silent auction items, where is that money going, and how is it being directly used in Central Texas?
Well, thank you. Yes, that money is being 100% used in the affected areas in Central Texas. What we did as a response the day of July 4th, that morning we were in there at 6 a.m. feeding, helping, providing. And so we did those things to help others in need. And so what we've done is continued that response, and now we start into the recovery phase. And in that recovery phase, we provide assistance with appliances, household items, transportation, even homes. We're trying to do what we can, and these kind of events help us to benefit those in Central Texas.
And we know the why behind this is really special to this station. I mean, Raquel, you saw as our teams deployed down to Central Texas to cover this firsthand, to tell the stories of the survivors, to tell the stories of all those that were impacted by this. So what was the why behind the station saying yes to what has become a huge labor of love?
I think the why, like everyone up here, was incredibly easy and a quick answer. You've heard me say this a lot. So has our entire team. I don't take it lightly, the privilege, the responsibility that we have to inform our community, but we as a station are so committed to taking it beyond a story and beyond a newscast. And when we woke up that morning and realized what had happened to our neighbors down south, it touched every one of us. We live here. We have families here. I don't know about you. I was not a Texan. I wasn't born here, but I married a guy from San Antonio, and I got here as fast as I could. And he spent his summers, there you go. He spent his summers in the Hill Country. And so I feel like one way or another, we were all impacted. To your point, and you were among them, our crews were down there, and watching your coverage every day just reinforced how important it was for us to stand up in a way that showed up. And as you and I were talking backstage, Texans just have this way of coming together. So to be able to bring tonight to reality, and man, it is a mighty team behind this entire production. This was a 2 o'clock in the morning brainstorm from an employee I can't see from the stage, and blossomed very quickly thanks to our incredible partners. So we're thrilled that you're here. We hope you'll open your hearts and you'll open your wallets so that we can continue to generate some serious fundraising. But do it with your heart. We're invested in making this community the best place we can, and the work continues, and we'll be here through it all.
And we're so incredible for all the partnerships that made tonight possible. There's so many sponsors, small businesses, all the way up to mega businesses that took part. And what I think was so impressive was, as I was hearing the sponsors roll in, there was almost no one that said no. Everyone was, yes, how can we help? And I think that goes to show just the energy, the dedication behind this state and this community, behind our friends down in Central Texas. So part of tonight is a huge fundraising silent auction, which has already gone mega viral. There's so many different cool items, but maybe the number one on Texans' hearts right now is the Dallas Cowboys. We're hoping for a little better season. And Raquel, you've put an item on the silent auction that's really cool.
I have, because this is our year, right? I mean, it's finally going to happen.
It's got to be, because the last few haven't been, so this is it.
So it has to be this. It has to be this. No, we're really proud to be able to stand up the CBS Texas suite. We have a suite at AT&T Stadium every summer as the official Cowboy station. So you and 14 of your best friends get to hang out in our suite for a game. It's going to be a heck of an experience, I can tell you firsthand. So please drive up the bidding. Yes.
Bid. And by the way, invite me if you get to win. By the way, I must say this for legal purposes, the winner must attend, and it is non-transferable. So keep that in mind as you bid, but check out the silent auction. Again, that QR code's on your screen if you're watching virtually. But when our fellow Texans are hurting, we know that the heart of Texans show up to help, even without being asked. We step up to help. So we want to showcase some of the businesses that stepped up doing what they could to show love, and that came in the form of the art community in DFW reaching out to see how they could use their talents for good in Central Texas. So we want to show you this next story.
It's awful. Like all of us watching the news, we were in real time waiting to find anything out.
Heart just sank when we first heard the news that this was going on. And as a mom, I feel like my heart just started hurting for all the families involved, for the campers, for the people that were just down the river enjoying family time for the 4th.
I was easily put in the shoes of these moms and these parents and these families that it could easily have been us. And I can just put myself in the shoes of those campers too, because I was there, and you know, growing up, like, camp is your special safe place. It's the place where you're totally happy and totally like thriving, and never in a million years think that anything bad is going to really happen. I unfortunately got the news that my college roommate and her husband and 2 boys were missing. So then it was just really hit home.
I don't think there's a person in Texas that hasn't been affected in some way.
If I knew how to use a chainsaw or sharpen a chainsaw, I would be down there in a heartbeat.
I don't have a chainsaw, but I have a cricket and glue. So that's my chainsaw.
This is, I think, our best way to raise money right now and to be giving back, and I think so many artists feel the same way. I'm a watercolor artist, so I hand paint all the elements and then I digitize them. I've always said one of the things that I've always loved about watercolor is that there is a power to water that you just don't have control over. It's amazing that 2 things can be true at once. A river can be sweet and subtle and so gentle, and then for it to do what it did is just heartbreaking. We, of course, had to include the fish to honor Dick Eastland, who has taught thousands and thousands of girls how to fish, catch their own fish, and hold it proudly after they've caught it. And some of the other elements include the bluebonnets, of course, and then we put the pink bows on there to represent all these sweet mystic girls. Wild that we put a cross on ours, obviously, just to symbol God's love and God's presence there and always. And I feel like that's one of the beautiful things about camp, especially Camp Mystic, so it's just a sacred place for our girls to feel God's love.
All I want to do with my artwork too, I just want to bring joy to people, make people smile, and fill the world with color. So my roommate Julia loved butterflies, and it was always like a big thing for her. And I knew that we needed to do something special with butterflies. I was just thinking there's so many other people in this exact situation. This flood has impacted so many families, and they're feeling the exact things that we're feeling, and wouldn't they like a butterfly to help remember a loved one by, or just comfort them in a time of turmoil? So I went on my Instagram and I just filmed my warehouse where I have all these butterflies stacked up, and I said, look, these butterflies are just here, and I think they are waiting to just fly away to somebody who needs them. So DM me and just send me names and addresses of where they should go. And I said, I'll send them out until they're gone. We have a little note that we made that says, someone out there is thinking of you and praying for comfort, and we hope that this butterfly can bring a bit of beauty and love. One mom wanted to send a butterfly to a counselor, was saying, like, you're an angel to our girls. And when you hear of a story and such a huge devastation, you don't think of these tiny little moments of a counselor, you know, like busting a window open to have a girl hang onto a clothesline. Even though I know it's a super small thing and it's not gonna, you know, fix anything or bring anybody back or, you know, makes people not hurt anymore, but at least bringing a little bit of comfort is what we're able to do.
So many people identify with butterflies, and especially since so many people that were lost were children, I think it helped people to just somehow wrap your brain around this tragedy of what happened. So I just take this little guy, glue, make sure he's there. I try to put like 20 or 25 little butterflies. So we did 50 of what I call the jewel boxes, and we called them the Mystic butterflies. So they're all signed and numbered. And it's a mixture of Sarah Gentry and I's art and the Wexel frames. This is kind of what they look like once I'm finished. It's like nothing compared to what so many people are doing, but you just want to do something. And for me to sit and do something, it just helps me process.
But this is, I think, our best way to raise money right now and to be giving back, and I think so many artists feel the same way. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to have an avenue that God gave us, and really an audience that God has given us to give back.
You know, there's so many amazing organizations who have raised money, and that's extremely necessary. But in this way, I was able to use what I could do and create an emotional connection for somebody, and just a hug from somebody that knows what they're going through, and so people can know just, we're thinking of you.
So those are just three of the incredible artists that have done incredible things for Central Texas and the flood relief efforts going on. So you saw Brooke Wright. She owns Brooke Wright Designs. They designed that beautiful silk custom scarf and have raised over $30,000 through the sale of that scarf for flood relief victims. You heard from Ginger Ray Walker, who made that beautiful butterfly shadow box along with Sarah Gentry and Wexel Frames. They sold out their limited run of those within just minutes of posting the link online. And then you also heard from Catherine Carty, who has a beautiful watercolor artist designed some acrylic butterflies, who she shipped them for free to anyone that was impacted by this disaster. And again, she was literally so flooded with requests that she had to ask her manufacturer for more. And the manufacturer said, yes, we'll get them to you. We won't charge you a thing because we believe in this cause so much. So again, it's people finding their special way of benefiting the folks down in Central Texas. So it's amazing to see. And by the way, all three of those artists are represented in our silent auction. So if you're moved by what they did, please bid on those items. Again, that QR code is on your screen, but you can also go check them out at the lobby here at Tanna Hills. So with that, I want to welcome our next act to the stage, Grady Spencer.
Thank y'all. All right.
You always are the one who keeps you together. You always are the one knows just what we need. You always are the one who stays home with the babies. You gonna be the one who stays right here with me. Well, I've been working my fingers down to a bloody mess. I've been working my sanity down to the bone. I've been working hard as I can to just find some time to get you all alone, so we going out on the city, have a little whiskey and wine. Baby, you know you're so pretty, and I don't know how, but baby, you're mine, and this is our time. We're going out tonight, we're gonna get fancy. It's been one of them weeks when we both wanna cry, 'cause the world's been dropping down like the head of a hammer. I need some time alone, baby, just you and I. Well, I've been working my fingers down to a bloody mess. I've been working my sanity down to the bone. I've been working hard as I can to just find some time to get you all alone, so we going out on the city, have a little whiskey and wine. Baby, you know you're so pretty, and I don't know how, but baby, you're mine, and this is our time. You're my baby mama, you're my lover too. You're my baby mama, don't want nobody but you, so we going out on the city, have a little whiskey and wine. Baby, you know you're so pretty, and I don't know how, but baby, you're mine, and this is our time.
Thank y'all very much, man. My name is Grady Spencer from right here in Fort Worth. It's an honor to be here helping out. And just thank y'all for coming out. And thank you to CBS for putting this on. And let's give a bunch of money today and help these people out. Here's a song about finding the little moments in life, even when things are a little bit sucky, to celebrate. That's what this song's called.
Singing songs, yelling words that I want to say. People that started listening, they even gonna try to pay. We've only been out the weekend, been a year. Wish that I was standing there. I wish that you were standing here. But people ain't got it this good. So let's get down and give thanks. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. 'Cause time ain't getting shorter, don't make me wait. Drop the whole 30, let's eat some cake. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. It feels like it's been a decade since we got ourselves a good night's sleep. Mama, let me tell you something. Daddy, can you just come and see? It won't be long till they're older. They ain't gonna want nothing to do with parents who've gotten so old. They messed around and lost their clue. And people ain't got it this good. So let's get down and give thanks. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. 'Cause time ain't getting shorter, don't make me wait. Drop the whole 30, let's eat some cake. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Go spend our money so fast, we never was saved. Everything was just so funny, even bills that we've got to pay. But now we gotta plan our week out. But baby, it'll be okay, 'cause we ain't living for tomorrow. Got each other and a good payday. People ain't got it this good. So let's get down and give thanks. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. 'Cause time ain't getting shorter, don't make me wait. Drop the whole 30, let's eat some cake. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. 'Cause time ain't getting shorter, don't make me wait. Drop the whole 30, let's eat some cake. Baby, don't worry, let's celebrate. Thank y'all very much. Thanks so much. The rate of my pay is a slave to my bill. The rate of my sleep puts me over the hill. And people say go where the people gonna be. But people never seem to wanna be around me. So I'm gonna try again. You've got to push on through that thick and thin. The weight of my chest is the weight of my soul. People see my heart wherever I go. The way that I live is the way that I want. Well, who could really tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong? So I'm gonna try again. You've got to push on through that thick and thin. could somebody tell me? Well, could somebody tell me? Well, could somebody tell me? Well, somebody tell me what I'm gonna want is supposed to be. So I'm gonna try again. Got to push on through that thick and thin.
Thank y'all so much, man. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I got a couple kids at home, and this next song is about my little girl. Her name's Austin. She's 11. And I don't know if they're watching, but they're pretty pumped that I'm on Paramount Plus right now because that's where SpongeBob is. And so if they are, hi, Austin and Grant. But this is a song that I wrote about my little girl. And it's not lost on me that, yeah, it's just a rough deal. So this goes out to all the families out there.
Time is gonna tell how she'll be. Hope for more of her, less of me. Time is gonna tell how she'll be. Until that day I'll stay bended knee.
Appreciate that.
years and I've been getting old. The nights are getting longer. The nights are all the same. But I can't do it like I used to could. Not even if you know my name. 'Cause I've been searching like a sailor for a land already found. Well, I've been busted. I've been broken down. And I've been waving at an ocean for someone to come along. I've been running, I've been winning wrong. Wait a minute, brother. You're spitting out a lie. 'Cause we're both down here digging our holes. And you say that we are gonna fly. The dirt is getting colder. My hole is getting deep. They say the sun's gonna rise real soon. But I don't think we're gonna see. 'Cause I've been slaving like a sculptor on a stone already smooth. A little dull, a little longing too. And I've been pulling on a screw to a bridge already strong. Well, I've been running, I've been winning wrong. The day is gonna come in, a mockingbird will sing. But I've got a daughter who'll carry my blood, a flower up in a tree. Tonight I'm gonna sleep good, mainly 'cause my wife. We're gonna sit right on this shore, have a little sip of life. 'Cause I've been waiting on a call that's already being made. Time is taken and time has all been paid. And I've been yelling out the verse to a done been written song. Well, I've been running, I've been winning wrong. 'Cause I've been running, I've been winning wrong. 'Cause I've been running, I've been winning wrong. And thank y'all so much. Got a couple more songs for you. Thank you so much to Amplify 817 here, Fort Worth, for invite me to be a part of this. And it's an honor to be here, a lifelong Texan, not lifelong Fort Worth guy, but I'll be here for the rest of my life. And to be a part of something like this feels really good. So thank y'all for being here. And yeah. I get nervous with all these cameras around. I always figured if I was on the news, it's because I set something on fire or something like that. And not something cool like this, helping us. Allegedly, okay? If anything gets set on fire tonight, it wasn't me, all right? got them good clothes on. A little bit later on, I'm gonna take my lady home. Thank God that we've grown. So darling, hold on a little bit longer. Oh, Lord, just make me stronger. Give me to them loving arms till I got them good clothes on. A little bit later on, I'm gonna take my lady home. Thank God that we've grown. Until I got my good clothes on. A little bit later on, I'm gonna take my lady home. Thank God that we've grown.
Thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate that. I've got one more song for y'all before we get moving on with Mr. David Tribble. My wife and I moved to Fort Worth back in 2012, and we lived up in Lubbock, Texas, and it was the best move of my life. And it's incredible to be a part of a city who supports not only art, but it supports the whole state of Texas. And yeah, it's big time to live here and to see the outpouring of love that this city's put out so far for Kerrville and the Hill Country. So yeah, please give if you can, give every dime you can. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Tan Hills Tavern for having us. And yeah, this will be my last song. Thank y'all. I'm not good at speeches.
Bless my soul and take me back to Fort Worth. Pack my things, I've got my lady too. Here I stay until the Lord is gonna call me. So I guess I'll get up, I guess I got things to do. Call you out, boy. Raise your hands when you hear your name. I don't think that I dream the same. 'Cause when my truck is poking out the clouds and the storm is trying to get away, I don't wanna sing about the rain. So bless my soul, take me back to Fort Worth. Pack my things, I've got my lady too. Here I'll stay until the Lord is gonna call me. So I guess I'll get up, I guess I got things to do. Come again, boy, but the work is gonna make you old. I think I'd rather be bold than cold. They say be careful what you've gone and wish for. They say the money make a man grow mean, but I don't care if it's gold or green. So my soul and take me back to Fort Worth. Pack my things, I've got my lady too. Here I'll stay until the Lord is gonna call me. So I guess I'll get up, I guess I got things to do. So let me know when you found your place, boy. Let me know when you've got a band. And don't leave until I shake your hand. 'Cause the places that you wanna go now, said I can make them all come true. But no, sir, I don't trust in you. So bless my soul and take me back to Fort Worth. Pack my things, I've got my lady too. Here I'll stay until the Lord is gonna call me. So I guess I'll get up, I guess I got things to do. Thank y'all so much, man. Have a great night. Mr. David Tribble's up next. Stick around. Give a bunch of money.
I have assured all of the local officials here that whatever they need, whether it be personnel, whether it be equipment, whether it be search and rescue operations, whether it be supporting them in their endeavors, whatever these communities need, the state of Texas is going to step up and provide it. They will continue in the darkness of night. They will be taking place when the sun rises in the morning. They will be nonstop, seeking to find everybody who is unaccounted for.
This is a story of tragedy, but it's also a story of heroes. Every first responder, thank you for all you have done.
And it's so true. The work that these first responders did was just remarkable. Stepping up in a moment's time. Sometimes they didn't even get the call for help, but they answered that call for their neighbors or their friends that just needed a helping hand in those minutes and moments of the flood on the morning of July 4th. Now, I was down in Kerrville. I got there about 2 days after the disaster hit, and I can tell you just about 2 days into the disaster, all the way up until about a week week after the disaster, the amount of first responders in that area of Kerr County all the way up the 26-mile stretch of river that was impacted was just profound. And one of the folks on our team, Ken Molestina, was there. He saw it in person. And Ken, I want to invite you to the stage because you arrived in Kerrville almost 24 hours after that flood had happened, and you actually got to follow along with some of those search and rescue and recovery teams that were doing all of that tedious first responder work. What's the thing that stood out to you most about that time that you spent down there?
I think you hit it in your opening remarks when you were talking about just how many first responders were there. There were thousands within the first 24 hours, and then that number just incrementally grew day 2, day 3. And then once the first responders that didn't have patches on their uniforms started sort of slowed down a little bit, then volunteers started coming, you know, just folks who wanted to help out. We were in the headquarters area there in Kerr County, and it was just amazing to see the coordination and to see really the determination from every single first responder that was out there, and how they were just dedicated to making sure that they were doing everything possible in those early hours to find as many people as they could. And so that stood out to me. We even profiled a team that traveled all the way from Mexico to help out. So that sort of spoke to just how much of an all-hands-on-deck effort this really was.
And I mean, still, there are hundreds of first responders down there doing not only the recovery work, but also the rebuilding work that's now necessary to get this community up and running. Ken, you also spoke to a lot of the first responders that were there the moments of that flood doing some of that rescue work.
A lot of this stuff happened in the dark of night. A lot of it, for so many people, it came without warning. So one of the things that we kept hearing was how so many of these first responders who were off duty sort of responded. They did not wait for an official dispatch. They did not wait for an official communication. They knew just how severe the problem was. They knew what they had to do. And there was one story in particular that sticks out for me in all of our minds. For folks who were keeping up with sort of the events that were taking place on the Wednesday following this tragedy, Sergeant Jonathan Lamb with Kerrville Police Department stood in front of all of the media, the world basically, and he told a harrowing story about 2 of the officers within the Kerrville Police Department, what they did along with some volunteer firefighters, along with a doctor that was available. They basically helped a group of stranded campers, a group of stranded folks, and they stayed with them, protecting them and making sure that they would get out of it okay. Now, I can go on and on about how that story goes on, but if I can get your attention, I want you to hear this story from Kerrville PD Sergeant Jonathan Lamb himself. We have that clip. He tells it in great detail, much better than I can, so please have a look.
Y'all know that Highway 39 crisscrosses the Guadalupe again and again and again. And all of those low water crossings, when they flood, they create islands where you can't get in and you can't get out, trapping people in their homes, trapping people in vehicles. And that's what happened on the morning of July 4th. One of our patrol sergeants lives out there in Hunt, and he saw people, dozens of people trapped on roofs. He saw people trapped in swift moving water. He gave them encouragement over his public address system in his vehicle. He told them to be strong, that he would get to them as quickly as he could, and to hang on. And he knew he needed help. He went to another detective, Kerrville Police Department detective who lives out there, and he woke him up, and he said, "It's bad." And for 13 hours, those 2 officers, along with some Hunt volunteer firefighters and an emergency room doctor, provided care to that Hunt community through first thigh deep, then waist deep, then chest deep water, as they went from RVs and trailers and rescued people, carrying them to safety through the water. Folks, I don't know how many lives our KPD team saved in an hour in Kerrville, but I know that this tragedy, as horrific as it is, could have been so much worse.
Makes sense to us. And it's good to know that these kinds of heroes live amongst us. and that they're willing to answer this call. And I can't tell you how honored we are today to have Detective Casey and Sergeant Cottonware from the Kerrville Police Department joining us today with their beautiful wives. Please give them a big round of applause and a big Fort Worth welcome from the Kerrville Police Department. These are two of our heroes right here. Here they are. They knew exactly what to do. They saved so many lives. And we thank you so much for making the drive up here and for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
And so many times the work that y'all do as first responders goes without a thank you. So we hope that tonight you are feeling that love. You're feeling how important that work was that you did in those moments, stepping up, putting your own lives in danger to be there for your neighbors, your friends, your family. It really is appreciated. So that is why we are doing what we're doing tonight. We are celebrating those first responders. We are working to raise funds for those communities that are going to be forever changed by this disaster, and also those families that are forever changed too. So part of that fundraising is scanning that QR code that you see on your screen and looking at those silent auction items, but not just looking, bidding and bidding generously. One of the items that we have that we want to tell you about is a signed Stetson hat by country legend Randy Travis, and it is available out in the lobby. It's available online if you're bidding online, and we want to get a lot of money for that item, so give generously. And with that, I'm going to toss it to Briseda Olguin, who is monitoring all of those silent auction items, because Briseda, it really is phenomenal to see the nation rallying around this cause and supporting generously tonight.
It's totally been awesome, Madison. As you mentioned, we have close to 50 items that are up for grabs in this silent auction. You can see some of the items right here behind me. This gorgeous green bag. Ladies, take a look at that. That green detail, just gorgeous. You can see just how big, and I'm always paying attention to the zipper. So we have a zipper on this bag. You know what? Let me style it for you. This is how good this bag could look on you. Gorgeous. So we'd love to see that. Now, I want to go over and talk about the Stetson hat signed by music legend Randy Travis. Take a look at it right here. Guys, this would look fabulous on you. This is a new, never worn Stetson hat, generously donated by Cavenders, and it could be yours. This is actually one of the top three items that people are bidding on. We'd love to see that. And then if we can pan over, you'll see some guitars as well. Those have been signed as well. They've been donated by Coffey Anderson and Tone Shop. Love to see this. Folks, there's still time for you to place your bids. You can do that online. And then if we look over, there's this commission painting, and there's such a beautiful meaning behind this painting. This is a Camp Mystic original painting done by Texas artist Donald Robinson, and it really tells the story of those who were impacted by the devastating floods in Kirk County. Now, if you're also here, I want to show you guys, actually, if we turn around, there's a hat and t-shirt making station. These are going for $25 and $30. You can see them being customized right here. This is a Loud for Love t-shirt. And folks, this is a beautiful night because we're really not only getting to listen to great music, it's a night of hope, a night of healing as well. Thank you for everyone that came out and is giving. For now, Briseda Olguin, sending it back to you guys.
Okay, so broadcast audience, you just heard from Briseda Olguin giving you an update on all of those silent auction items. For those of you in person wondering what she was saying, she's saying that everything is going for a lot of money, which means there's a lot of good happening here in North Texas to benefit our neighbors down in Central Texas. So with that, I want to get the good vibes going with David Tribble as he performs our next set.
Thank you so much. just one heart. Far as I can see it is, it takes both of them to make this work. Make this catch fire.
catch fire. Thank you so much. I know I can be hard to take, like whiskey neat on a Monday, leaving you there, wondering why
still hanging around. And if you're thinking about leaving, please have a heart to let me down easy. I can't stand the thought of you swinging for the fences, trying to get even. Baby, if you do, leave it like you found it. Leave it like you found it. It still runs pretty well, despite her and all the hell. You're still hanging around. And if you're thinking about leaving, please have a heart to let me down easy. I can't stand the thought of you swinging for the fences, trying to get even. Baby, if you do, leave it like you found it. Leave it like you found it. Don't go running out on me too soon. Give this fighting heart a chance. I'm betting on a dozen red roses that we can work it out. If you're thinking about leaving, leave it. Please have a heart to let me down easy. I can't stand the thought of you swinging for the fences, trying to get even. Baby, if you do, leave it like you found it. Leave it like you found it. It still runs pretty well. So leave it like you found it. Thank you so much. How we doing tonight? I got a size 14 shoe. I stand about 6'5". I barely graduated high school. But I met a girl in study hall. We used to make out in the bathroom stall. She graduated summa cum laude. And I got a job working with my dad. Had to save up for that ring. Gonna ask for her hand and marry that girl someday. Now we live in a city with a family of 5. Take vacations in the summertime. Got a big backyard and a dog named Jeff. Sometimes late at night I lie, stop and think. Alarm set, kids in bed. Oh, what a plan the Lord had in store. You think you'd be better off betting in Vegas already? a chance on these two kids, falling in love just like we did, and taking a chance on these two kids, falling in love just like we did. Now we live in a city with a family of 5, take vacations in the summertime. It's not always easy, but we sure try. Sometimes late at night with her lying next to me, alarm set, kids in bed. Oh, what a plan the Lord had in store. You'd be better on betting in Vegas on red. Taking a chance on these two kids, falling in love just like we did. Thank y'all so much, man. What an amazing evening this is. We're here to help. We're here to bridge the gap as much as we can, man. You guys reached deep today. Thank you. If I could carry your burdens, I'd be in the dream that you've been looking for. If I could, when you're sad, when you're blue, when you're mad at the way this world's been treating you, oh, I cash in my selfish pride. Oh, I love to see you smile. If I could carry your burdens, pick you up just like the sun picks up the dark. If I could, when you're sad and you're blue, when you're mad at the way this world's been treating you, oh, I cash in myself pride. Oh, I love to see you smile. so much. I will mount up on eagle's wings and I'll find you in the midst of it all. You're my refuge, you are my strength, you're my only shelter from the storm. It's to you I will run, in your arms I'll be like feathers. In your arms I will be like. I won't grow weary, I won't grow thin, and I'll fly like the eagle flies. In this race I run, oh, you lift me up. The burden is light, the yoke is easy. On you I fix my eyes. Your mercy and love rushing in like a flood. By your grace and your grace alone. In your arms I'll be like feathers. In your arms I will be like. I won't grow weary, I won't grow thin, and I'll fly like the eagle flies. In this race I run, oh, you lift me up, you lift me up, up, up. You lift me up, up, up. You lift me light as a feather, I'll be light as a feather. You lift me up, up, up. You lift me up, up, up. You lift me light as a feather. Oh, the weight has been lifted. In your arms, I'll be like feathers. In your arms, I will be like. I won't grow weary, I won't grow thin, and I'll fly like the eagle fly. In this race I run, oh, you lift me up, you lift me up, up, up. You lift me up, up, up. You lift me light as a feather, up, light as a feather. You lift me up, up, up. You lift me up, up, up. You lift me light as a feather. taking your shoes off at the door. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Do I make you play? Put it on the nightstand, praying that it doesn't get cold. There's puddles on the floor from where your clothes are wet. And this slippery heart. I've loved you from the first day we met. I don't want to love anyone better than you. I'm making my way from the kitchen to the living room. See a picture of us hanging on the wall. Joy and happiness fills the frame. I can even see your tears. Now I'm here crying behind this door. There's puddles on the floor from where your clothes are wet. And this slippery heart. I've loved you from the first day we met. I don't want to love anyone better than you. I'll follow you down, follow you down, follow you down. I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down, follow you down, follow you down. I'll follow you down. There's puddles on the floor from where your clothes are wet. And this slippery heart. I've loved you from the first day we met. I don't want to love anyone better than you. Coffee in the pot is hot. Take some with you for the drive. Looks like another rainy day outside. And I'll follow you down, follow you down, follow you down. I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down, follow you down, follow you down. I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down, follow you down, follow you down. I'll follow you down. Thank you so much. One more song for you guys tonight. Thank you. My name's David Tribble. Stepping out of that black limousine to a man at your beck and call. Everybody scream, screaming your name. Diamonds and pearls draped around your neck, make you look so pretty. Yeah, but they got your head spinning, said, Dorothy girl, you're not in Kansas anymore. me where did all that pain come from? Did something happen when you were young? I could hear it in your voice when you sing. Tell me where did all that pain come from? Said Dorothy girl, you're not in Kansas anymore. Said Dorothy girl, there ain't no yellow brick road. They call it Hollywood. Thank y'all so much. My name's David Tribble. Hunt strong, man. Hunt strong. We love y'all. Thank you.
How amazing was David Tribble? Can we give them another round of applause? I promise you the music will resume shortly. We're just going to take a little break here to talk about some of the incredible moments of bravery that we saw down in the Hill Country. My name's Nicole Baker. I am one of the evening anchors with CBS Texas. So happy to have all of you with us tonight, in person and on the stream, of course. I will tell you that my time down in Kerr County was absolutely life-changing. As an anchor, as a reporter, you get certain assignments, and some of them just change you. We had that conversation, my photographer and I and our producer, on the way down about how this felt like it was one of those stories that changes you. And it's because it taps into your humility. You're not just there on assignment, you know, fulfilling a duty for work. This is you be descending upon a community that is going through one of the hardest things it could face. And something that we saw down in the Hill Country was bravery. We saw people who were not specific volunteers who called the Hill Country home, drop everything to make sure that their neighbors were not only safe, but that they had what they needed to get through day by day, because that's all they could do, is take it day by day. I'm a newer Texan. I've only been here a little more than 3 years, but I'll tell you the Hill Country is a special place, and that's something that I learned during my time down there. Meeting the people who call it home, hearing the stories of campers and generations of families who've spent time down there. And it was truly something that changes your perspective. I don't want to put it into my own words. I want to share a video with you to hear from the people in that community about what it was like to step up during one of the hardest times in this community's life.
This was our paradise. This is home, and it has always been home. But now it's all gone. I mean, it's gone. It's just, there's nothing left.
People asleep in their beds and just washed away.
My little cabin here, it's gone, you know. And I've lost a lot of things, but man, I'm not even interested in it until these bodies are found.
Yeah, we've been in full sprint, full adrenaline mode since July 4th. As people swept away in the night.
Just here with me, I have 6 people missing.
You can take pictures and it doesn't look like what it is when you're crawling over the top of it.
What happened here is, it's hard to wrap your head around until you're on the ground looking at it.
When
the floods happened, I knew I had to come to Texas.
We do search and rescue. We do field hospitals. We do human remains dogs. We do mule teams. We have drone teams.
And the goal is to bring everybody home, and there is no plan B.
Searching debris piles and trying to hit areas that are a little harder to navigate and can't quite get to by hand.
I was a policeman for quite a few years, and I could always drive up to a scene and leave, you know. But here, I got no place to go. You know, it's just, it weighs heavy on your heart.
I have friends that are teaching in the local schools, and if their kids aren't coming back.
So we're down here looking for something we really don't want to find.
As every tragedy and every call, it's going to surface at some point. It's going to come back out. There's no denying it.
There are things that cannot be unseen.
At night, when you finally get home, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you sat down to take your shoes off, and it's like the first time that you're like, oh my God, it's quiet, and then your brain, it filters in, and you see stuff that you saw. You see, and you think about those families.
If this was my family, something happened, I would want somebody out here moving heaven and earth to try to find them.
That's my job. That's my responsibility. If it was my kid and you were the landowner, I would expect you to do the same thing.
That's what's really hard, is thinking about those families. When you recover somebody, you feel horrible for those people, but what you really see is their families, and you know the news they're getting.
Because you know what these families, you can't really grasp what they're going through.
I just want to lay my head down on my pillow as soon as I can and say that I don't think anymore I'm on my land.
Tell me why you do this.
It was a call. We do what we're called to do.
The only thing that is going through my mind right now is like, what now? How are we gonna move forward? I mean, who is gonna, help?
The community is, this is the first time I've gotten really choked up, but the community is really coming together.
It's going to be a process. Now we're taking the deep dive.
I came with the mindset of I wanted to be light in the midst of darkness and help any way that I could.
We're here to try to help them recover a little bit by tearing out all the wet, just get them ready to start rebuilding.
I'm Texan, and when my people need help, I'm going to show up.
There's so many different types of needs. Obviously, people have lost loved ones and family members and friends, and that's a whole different type of loss as to the material loss, but everybody has some sort of different need.
This is a beautiful place. It's just very hard when you're walking through going, this took so much.
Just to try to bring some hope and healing to the people that are needing to be loved on. As simple as that.
All we want to do is help the community and help those affected by this.
If I got to get my little tractor and just stay at it, then that's what I'll do,
Really, sometimes we just need to listen. And that brings hope. Just somebody wants to hear their story. Love on them, hug their neck, pray for them. Anything we can do to bring something positive to people.
I'm hoping that by me being here and you knowing that somebody else cares, I can carry some of your burden so that you don't have to carry it alone.
We're going to have to figure out how to get in the water again. Not right now, but we're going to have to get back to it.
So it's one thing to see videos or stories when you're watching it on television or online, but to be in that community and to witness it firsthand, it does something different to you. The grief was palpable, but so was the faith. There was such an intertwining of the loss that we saw with the resiliency of this community. And so that made every day a different experience. You met different people who were doing something to help. But that attitude, that Texas pride of just making sure that your neighbor was good, that somebody you didn't even know was good, we saw it everywhere. I mean, literally on the side of the road, people with signs, people offering prayers and free food. And it wasn't just me down there. You know, we had a whole team of our CBS Texas colleagues covering each aspect of this disaster. And I want to invite one of my colleagues, Bo Evans, to the stage. He's a man of many talents, by the way. He also put together that amazing video that we just saw. You spent some time down in Kerrville. Just speak to us a little bit about what your experience was like, what you took away from your time there.
I mean, I got the call from the station on the 4th of July, Friday afternoon, and they said, go pack a bag and get in the car and go. And we got there at just after 11 on the 4th, and just before 7 a.m. on the 5th, we were out there at an RV park and just saw. I don't think I really understood what had happened before I got there, and I don't know that you really can understand fully what happened down there until you've been there. Mm-hmm. When you see the frame of an RV wrapped around a tree, you're like, this is crazy what happened here. And it's not just one RV, it was 50 that I could just see. And it wasn't from the RV park we were at. She said, these are from upstream. Yeah. The RVs that were at this park, you can't see them. They've been swept away. And you just kind of absorb how much this impacted people, and people were literally swept away. And you're right, it stays with you. It might sound corny, but like I was more stressed when I was back up here than when I was down there working. I felt like I needed to be there. I'm sure you've felt the same way, and so did our colleagues. I really felt that, a little piece of my heart will always be in Kerr County. What was it like for you? Because I actually met you on my way back, and we literally were handing off equipment and information, and then you were on your way after that.
Yeah, the life of journalists on the road. We had to pull over and meet you guys to get some equipment. And I mean, I remember seeing your coverage because you were one of the first people from our station that went down there. It was really sobering. I remember driving in, I told our photojournalists driving down, and Lexi, that our producer, who's here, hi Lexi, that it just felt like one of those stories that was gonna stick with you, and that was true the moment we drove in. You'll remember you crossed that little overpass, and all of the trees that have been there for hundreds of years just looked like someone just came and stomped on them. And it showed me the force of the water, which is so eerie because growing up, my father, the family business for us was a funeral home. So I saw death from a lot of different perspectives. And one thing my dad always told me is water is one of the most dangerous forces out there. And I never understood what he meant by that, because we could swim and we spent time. I'd never understood until I got to Kerrville. And you just saw the damage. I mean, you're talking about RVs tossed about like toy cars. There was twisted metal and people's belongings in trees. And it was just really hard to comprehend. I still don't know that I fully comprehend, but it was just totally different, like you said, watching it and being there. And it was a lot to take in, and we're still every day thinking about the people in that community.
But as devastating as it was to be down there, I was just talking backstage with someone, but it was uplifting to be down there and in the face of all this tragedy see the pure goodness come out of humanity. Yeah. Which, sometimes we don't get to see. And it's hard that it has to come from this place of devastation, but
Sure.
It was truly amazing to see people just drop everything and go down there and do whatever they needed to do to help out, and it could be as simple as clearing out someone's home or doing the impossible work of search and recovery. But but it was just amazing to see all of that.
Yeah, one of the first people we interviewed was someone in that video that just lived there and said, I did not wait for a call, an official call. I just went out with my boots and my chainsaw and started helping. And one person that we know that always does this, always answers the call in the time of a disaster is Don Stansel from Texans on Mission. Join us up here, Don. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Nicole.
So we've covered, sadly, a number of disasters that you all have responded to. You all are typically one of the first that raises their hand and says, we're going to help. What is the impact of that work that you're hoping people watching and experiencing it will take away from that?
Well, first of all, I hope they see that they're not alone, that people care, we care, that God loves them, and we want to share that love in any way we can. It could be in physical work, like repairing a home. It could be sitting and listening to their stories and crying with them. And I just hope they walk away knowing that somebody cared about them.
Yeah, Don, we've talked. I interviewed you while you were down there, and you guys are down there with chainsaws and power tools, and you are ripping up these homes and getting them ready to be rebuilt. But, you know, one thing we talked about is the other side of that, which you just mentioned, but the being there for people, and you said it in the clip, sometimes all you need to do is listen. I think, how important is that?
Well, I think it's really important. A lot of times, that's what they really need. The physical work is important, but their spiritual lives, their renewal, their knowing that they aren't alone, that somebody's willing to come up beside them and help in any way is truly important. And
which we're grateful for. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Don. You're some of that good in humanity that I was talking about. I appreciate you, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, so we know that you all are here. Don, thank you so much. We know that you all are here in person. You bought a ticket, right? But we also have that amazing silent auction, which is still going on. So I want to take a quick time out to do a little TV business and check in with Brizeda Holguin to figure out how the live silent auction is going, Brizeda.
Hey, Nicole, so we have close to 50 items that are up for grabs. You can see some of the items right here behind me. You can see people shopping, which we love. What's something that's drawing your eye?
I love the Fort Worth Stockyards, and then I'm always about, silk.
And I love the butterfly details right there.
And the story that they told about the butterflies and how she wants them to set them free, like it's like their little souls.
Yeah. I think another item that is up for auction is this painting. Have you heard about the story behind this painting? Isn't that
the bubble house of all the girls that perished at Camp Mystic?
So I want to ask you, what made you want to come out here tonight? Thank you for being here, first of all.
Thank you so much. Try not to tear up. Such suffering. It's good to kind of encourage the joy that the people brought to each other's lives, even though we're going to miss all of them. It's just good to come out and support such a valiant effort to make some normalcy in their lives.
I think it's been beautiful to see Texans showing up for Texans, and thank you so much for being here with us on this special night as we try to do our part. That's really all we can do, right, yes, when it comes to this. Yes. And I see you getting emotional. Yes. Oh my God, let me give you a hug. I appreciate you.
Yeah, everybody needs to come out. I wish there was more people here, so it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Well, folks, the silent auction, yes, good luck with that. I hope you place a bid on that. And let me talk about some of the other items. We have a stay with Choctaw Casino Resorts. That's over here. You can see this pamphlet right here. And this is valued at $1,200, folks. This is a nice place to stay. I've never stayed, so I'm going to be jealous. This is a 2 night stay with a nice dinner. All right, now we're talking. Spa services? Say less. Come on, folks. We have the bid going on. You can place your bids online till 10 p.m. I'm going to be showing you guys throughout the night just some of the other stuff that we have here up for auction. We talked about this beautiful painting. It's a commission made by a local artist, Donald Robertson, and it's been beautiful to hear from people that are coming together to really show up for Central Texas. I'll send it back to you guys. For now, reporting live, Mercedes Holguin, CBS News Texas.
All right, I promised the music would be back momentarily, and I meant it. So before I introduce our next set, which is quite a treat, by the way, I have to let you know that the silent auction, the items are still out there available till 10 o'clock tonight, and one of the items that is out there, you might have seen it when you walked by, a guitar, brand new guitar. It is not signed. If you happen to bid on that guitar and you are in the building tonight, we've got an exclusive opportunity for you. Coffey Anderson is going to sign it for you. Yeah, right? So now you have to buy the guitar so he can sign it for you. With that being said, I met Coffey on a red carpet just a few months ago. We were talking about a few things. You may have met him through his music. If you haven't, you're about to right now. Please give a round of applause for Coffey Anderson.
What's going on, family? Good to see y'all tonight. Come on, we're going to lighten the mood up a little bit. Put your hands together. Come on, Texas. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Good to see y'all. I can ride with the best around. Heard that you like it that way. I'm not like the rest of them. Sweet tea, when I've been working all day, yeah. Let me be your hero, lady, the modern day John Wayne. See your touch is heaven sent. Ooh, you got the medicine, falling for you, I'll admit. Wanna be your cowboy, baby, I wanna be your cowboy. Wanna be your cowboy. Baby, I wanna be a cowboy. Let's rope and ride. Close your eyes when you think of me. You're everything that a woman should be. Yeah. Wanna be a cowboy. Come on, baby, I wanna be a cowboy. Thank you so much for clapping. Let's go. Every day, every night, be a cowboy. Baby, I wanna be a cowboy. Yes, I do. Be a cowboy. Baby, I wanna be. Let's rope and ride. Yeah. The cowboy, yeah. So good to be with y'all tonight. My name is Coffey Anderson. I grew up in Central Texas in a little small town called Bangs, like your grandmama's hair. Bangs, 1,100 people counting sheep. My mama taught school there. My dad worked at the jail. So she would graduate them and he'd welcome half of them in. Thank God for country music. Thank God for the state of Texas. So tonight, I'm honored, to be in the greatest state in the union, the greatest country on earth, in Texas and the USA. Hopefully we're like-minded around here. We feel the same way. Now being named Coffey, people always go, is that your real name? Yes, I would not have done that to myself. I grew up in a Mexican neighborhood named Coffey. They were like, café con leche, cafecito. If you passed Spanish 1, that was hilarious. Come on, public schoolers, get it together. Get it together. And so growing up in that neighborhood, there was two things that always worked, was tacos and margaritas. And so this song's called Tacos and Margaritas, and it's about having that person with you, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your whoever it could be. Sometimes when you're going through it, just having somebody sitting with you. When my mother went to heaven too soon, my neighbors would just come sit with us, and just having that presence with you is a big thing, and that's what we're doing tonight. We're just giving a virtual hug to those that we're not with right now. And if you're there, continue to love and pray for these people, because this is not going to be over tonight. But we're going to do everything that we can to help rebuild Texas and help those families heal. Can I get a hillbilly hallelujah? Come on, somebody. So here's tacos and margaritas. I'm chicken fried. We make a heck of a team that can't be denied. Be cilantro. I'll be your Thank y'all so much. If you're at home watching or if you're streaming, donate. 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 Donate, absolutely. We've been lucky enough to be a part of a lot of different events and fundraisers, and you guys have seen me when I was lucky enough to go sing at some of the funerals for the service members of the 13, for those families, and I'm honored to be able to be a part of this for my state, my fans, for my family. Absolutely. So be proud of what we're doing tonight. Know that the money's going to go exactly to where it needs to go, and this is going to be a beautiful moment. This song is called Better Today, and a lot of people use it to talk about their love and missing loved ones, and so I'm honored to sing this for you tonight with a heavy heart as well. But God bless you, and I hope you enjoy this song. It's called Better Today, so here you go. If you got a loved one, put your hand on them. Hold them close. To see your face, to hear your voice, and know to touch you, it is a dream come true. So I'm standing here with my hand held out, knowing that your love will never fade. I stand amazed without a doubt, and I want to hear your voice in the morning when I rise. I think I know I'm just a normal man, only made of sand, except when you're by my side. Will you love me, teach me, don't leave me, I pray. When I'm thinking of the times your hands in mine, together we'll stay. You made me better today than I was before, and now my heart can rest, and I will search no more. You made me better today. and I will search no more. You made me better today. Thank you so much. Just feel up on my heart tonight. If there's a donation during my set right now, if you're watching this and you're donating, if you donate $25,000, I will come and do a free concert at your business or for your family or whatever. So you're going to get a concert for free by donating to a good cause, and I'll come in and play it for you, and I won't take a dime from it. But if it's 25 G's, I'll come out there and we'll country it up, and we need money to go where it needs to go, to the people that deserve it. So if you donate $25,000, I will come and do a free concert for you. Acoustic, I'll come in and play and meet you guys and thank you for what you're doing. These families need it. Come on, Texas, stand up. Come on, Texas, stand up. We can do it. Part of a home giveaway in Abilene, Texas, to Sergeant Craig Karp of the United States Marine Corps. And when the national anthem played that night, it was a very different look in his eye than everybody else in the room. I grabbed my guitar and I started walking around the arena, and that look sparked a song in me. I wrote that song that night, borrowed some money from a buddy of mine that played professional baseball to go record it in Nashville. And no record label wanted to touch it. They said it was too patriotic. People didn't want to hear that. And I beg to differ. So this song is called Mr. Red, White, and Blue, and it's dedicated to my daddy, who served the United States Air Force. It's dedicated to any mama that's ever lent out her baby to fight for my freedom. It's dedicated to all those I've sang at those service funerals for. And even though sometimes people may divide us black versus white, there's three colors that my daddy fought for: red, white, blue, and it takes all of us to make that happen every day. So be proud of who you are. This song is called Mr. Red, White, and Blue. God bless you. God bless Texas. Keep donating. And here's Mr. Red, White, and Blue. Come on now. Thank you, Lord. It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's some handwritten letters from home. It's some sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a light. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. To the swamps of Louisiana, from Curry Hill, Texas, out to California. Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop. And his 18th birthday was the day he was born. It's Mr. Red, White, and Blue. Lay down, here's a light. Mr. Red, White, and Blue. Stars and stripes, white and blue. U.S. Army. Thank you to the U.S. Navy. Thank you to my daddy's Air Force. Thank you to each and every Marine. Thank you so much to our Coast Guard and our Space Force and our reserves. And thank you so much to our first responders. Jumped in that water and got everybody out. We back the blue around here too. We love you. Let's go. Thank y'all so much. Keep donating. If you're streaming, donate. If you're watching, donate. Call in. Get online and do it. These families need it. It's going where it needs to go. Thank you so much to CBS Texas for doing this. We love y'all. Thank you so much. Absolutely. If you're going to watch a network, you know which one to watch now, because they're partnering with us to help heal Texas, help get these families right. This next song is called Tailgate. And this is off my new album, Tailgates and Heartbreaks. And when I told y'all on the last song that record labels didn't want to touch it, Mr. Red, White, and Blue is now over 2 billion streams, and it's hit #1 4 different times independent. So we the people have spoken, and God is good. So this song is called Tailgate. And a lot of good things happen on a tailgate. I mean, you can go fishing. You can have a good Bible study. You can make a baby. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can happen on a tailgate if you keep it country. So this song's called Tailgate. And, you know, when we come to the part, when you hear me say dip, just bend your knees a little bit. Dip, dip, bend your knees a little bit. We're going to celebrate a little bit, all right? So here we go. Here's Tailgate. Love y'all. At the hometown game, stole some hearts, spilled some drinks. Thank you, Texas. God bless y'all. God bless you. Absolutely. Thank you for every donation. My name is Coffey Anderson. We'll see you.
And over 122 animals in a 24-hour period, all animals in the areas that were affected by the floods. For perspective, that's about what we would take in a week's time. We took that all in a day.
We always need help, especially this time of year. Shelters across Texas are already so far over capacity. That's what makes these types of disasters here this time of year especially hard.
We are nonprofit, so we are 100% funded by donations. So our Amazon wish list has very specific items. We always need monetary donations.
Natural disaster like what's happening in the Hill Country, that's exactly where Wings of Rescue steps in. Just hours ago, they had a flight land with dozens of rescue pets. Now, it's important to note that these pets were already sheltered, but with them now being in North Texas, it opens up space in Central Texas for pets that are still being rescued from the flood.
I cannot imagine holding onto my dog or my cat and it being sucked out of my arms with these floods. It makes me want to cry. So what we're doing right now is we are pulling shelter pets and opening kennel space so that families can be reunited with their lost and found pets.
And these animals get a new life, and we can help the ones on the ground who still need support.
And what did you name him? Lucky.
We had to get a shipping container, basically, because we have so many donations.
Right now I'm standing at Kerrville Pets Alive. It's a nonprofit organization that's all about saving animals and saving pets in particular, dogs and cats. And they've been hard at work to not only rescue dogs and cats from the floodwaters, but also to reunite them with their families.
This is kind of the hub for all pet resource and recovery here in Kirk County for the 40-mile stretch, really, of the river.
Oh my goodness, sweetie, what have you been through? Do you have something to say to the folks?
We created an amazing spreadsheet, and it's got all the lost and found reported pets with photos, ID, and all. So to hear that we've got some live animals coming in is just truly joyous.
So she just came running up to you?
Yeah.
The little female has not been spayed?
This cat was found in a storm drain near HEB here in Kerrville. And then looked over and saw a dog slip out of a culvert that was waterlogged. The dog did recover, and we were able to reunite that dog with their owner after it received medical care. We had a family that, unfortunately, their whole family they were all lost, but we found their dog, and so we were able to get their dog back to Houston, where the remaining family lives. That was the only thing that was left from the family, and just to be able to give that back to them, and I hope that that is healing in some way.
His name is Moose. We finally found his owner last night about 11 o'clock, and he's coming to pick him up today at noon. Are you excited to see your daddy? He's glad to see you, though.
I'm glad he's back. Appreciate y'all for holding him for me.
You're so lucky. You're so much.
You can be a hand.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you know, I think Bosco ended up right where he was supposed to be. He has fit in with our family so much. He's really a part of our family pack.
He was a flood dog?
That's right. Reading his story and how he was from, the Hill Country, and just seeing, just his handsome face and his profile, knew I needed to rescue him.
It's been neat to see how he kind of just fit right into the kind of the groove we already had for him.
Yeah, this is something that we responded to before. We'll, I'm sure, be in a position where we need to respond again in the future. I think that it's a good reminder to all of us that all of our animal problems are people problems.
And that is one of the incredible facets of this story. I mean, not only was there such a loss of life, people-wise, but there were also so many animals displaced by this tragedy. And that is why the work of so many different organizations were down in Central Texas working to find these dogs, these cats, these animals homes, because many of them didn't have a home to return to. And with that, one of the partners that you saw up there was Wings of Rescue. They are a flight crew that basically flies animals out of certain disaster zones and tries to get them with homes and lovable families in other areas of the country. So they literally ship animals all around the place looking for those spots that are available in the shelters. And we have a really unique opportunity for you in the silent auction because you can actually ride on one of those flights. And guess what? You get to pet and love on some animals along the way. So Wings of Rescue, they're going to fly you on one of those rescue flights and then fly you back home commercially. So that is certainly a really unique opportunity that's available in this silent auction. So again, scan that QR code that you see on your screen, bid on those items, and again, all of this money goes towards those organizations that are doing the work down there firsthand all through the Salvation Army's outreach. So this next performance that you're going to hear tonight is from someone that you may not have heard her name before, Annabelle Dwire. But get ready because I have a feeling you're going to hear her name more often. Annabelle is a native North Texan that is pursuing her music dreams in Nashville. And in the wake of this tragedy, she felt especially tied to it because she was actually a camper for many, many summers down just 5 minutes from Camp Mystic, where 27 campers and counselors passed away in the floods. And in the midst of coping with this tragedy, Annabelle decided that she was going to use what she knows best, and that is music, to help herself heal, but hopefully in the meantime help others heal too. And through that, she wrote a song. She posted it online from the comfort of her bedroom, never imagining the reach that it would have. Take a listen.
There's God in the water, God in those trees. There's a heaven in the hills where the angels run free. There's a heaven in the hills where the angels run free. Listen, sweet mothers, to your angel choir.
And with that, I want to welcome to the stage with me Annabelle Dwire, who joined us all the way from Nashville to perform this song for the very first time.
Thank you, Madison.
So Annabelle, before we even get to the song, which I know you're going to do beautifully, talk to me about your connection to this story because it was something that you felt personally tied to. What was the experience like for you to write this song, to post it, to see the response that it received online?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's crazy to be here. I'm from Austin. I have not been here to Fort Worth, my dad's hometown. He's actually here right now. Thank you. In over 10, 12 years, so it's so amazing to be back here. It feels very full circle. But yeah, it's a crazy turn of events. I grew up going to summer camp, like you said, at Camp Waldemar, which is 5 minutes down the road from Camp Mystic, for 8 summers. I very much was raised by the Hill Country and the Kerrville and Hunt communities, and so they just have such a special place in my heart. I was a camp counselor myself there a couple years. But yeah, following the horrible July 4th flooding, I just think I felt a lot of personal grieving, just thinking about how much that land has touched me and helped me grow in my life. And it kind of just poured out of me one afternoon right after the weekend, and I just felt inclined, something, I think, a higher power, to share it, and I did not expect the traction it got online at all. I would never have even expected to be here, so it's such an honor. But yeah.
And we were talking earlier this week, you were talking about how the process for you of writing this song, singing this song is cathartic, it's healing. It reminds you of how special the Hill Country is, how it did raise you into the young woman that you are today. But it also touched so many other people. And yes, you have the shares, you have the likes that you can kind of accumulate to know how the reach is. But you got a personal message from one of the mothers of one of the Camp Mystic Angels that passed away, and that really brought it home for you on how this song was meaningful.
I did. I think that really took me aback, and you know, I mean, hearing from someone who has experienced the loss that we're talking about of losing a child, and especially in just such a setting where it's a summer camp, it's the last place you would ever expect to be unsafe for your child. I can't imagine what that's like. But yeah, it was really, really touching to receive a couple messages from a grandmother of one of the counselors who had passed away, a mother, and they wanted me to use this song. They wanted to use my song in their services, which obviously left me streaming, crying, tears, of course. But you know, it made me think, of course, I want to get out there, I want to record this. It was never part of my plan, but I wanted to just get it out there. And if I can leave, I think that's the footprint that music has, is in times of grief. It's just a way of connecting, and it's all I can offer. And so yeah, it was. I went over to my friend's house at like midnight that night after a band practice, and he helped me record it in just a very raw, I think, fitting way. And so I wanted to leave that out for whoever needed it, and I hope that it continues to help heal and have that impact on people.
And you named the song Heaven in the Hills. We get a really special treat tonight because, Annabelle, you're going to be performing it for the first time live.
Yes.
This is also your first broadcast performance.
First time ever.
So for the first time ever, I want to introduce you to the world, Annabelle Dwire performing Heaven in the Hills.
Thank you. Thanks again so much for having me, CBS and Chef Tim Love. This is such an incredible experience, and I'm so honored to be part of this night. It's really breathtaking, so thank you so much. Yes, this is a tribute song that I wrote specifically for the lost Mystic girls. I can't imagine what their families are going through, but I know that the hills are taking care of them, and so, as they did to me once, so.
They're talking about the children, talking about the rains. Mamas are crying thick tears for their pain. I don't know much about the ways of the world. I know those hills and they know your girls. Yes, I know those hills and they know your girls. There's a place by the river that's bathing in light. You feel at home before you've even arrived. Cypresses call you, they call you by name. Once a child of the hills, then a child you'll stay. Once a child of the hills, then a child you'll stay. Sweet mothers, don't cry, you're crying in vain. Down by the flats, there's no suffering. There's God in the water, and God in those trees. There's a heaven in the hills where the angels run free. singing, they call from the gates. Love, it ain't love till you give it away. Love, it ain't love till you give it away. Thank you very much.
Give it up one more time for Annabelle Dwire performing Heaven in the Hills for the first time. Annabelle, that was beautiful. Okay, so while we're talking about just the beauty of the hill country and how artists are using all of their talents to benefit the fundraising efforts for not only the Camp Mystic families, but also so many other worthy causes like the Salvation Army is benefiting here tonight. We want to bring forward one of the silent auction items because it's one of those items that a picture just doesn't do it justice. So I want to invite right now onto the stage a couple of my friends. This is one of the silent auction items. This is an original painting by Donald Robertson. He lives in the Dallas area, but he is a nationally known artist, and this work he titled Bubble Inn. And Bubble Inn is one of the cabins that was on Camp Mystic. There were 15 young girls in that cabin, 13 campers, 2 counselors. And you can see the white figures in the center of this painting. That represents and is symbolic of those 15 mystic angels that are no longer with us. But Donald wanted to do this painting as a way of embodying the fact that the world, Texas, is surrounding these beautiful angels. And so you can see the symbols around it, the figures, the horses, all of that symbolizing that Texas is wrapping their arms around these girls, these families, to tell them they're not alone. And that is exactly what we're doing here tonight. Salvation Army is the benefactor tonight because they have the widest net in that Central Texas area, in the areas that are most impacted by the floodwaters. And so we hope that you give, and you give generously, because again, these items were done out of love and out of remembrance by so many talented individuals like Donald Robertson, like Annabelle, and again, using their talents, using their gifts for good. And that is certainly being seen here tonight. So this is one of those incredible auction items. We also want to go back out to Briseda because Briseda, you are also monitoring some of the other silent auction items. I know the Dallas Cowboys suite is going for a lot of money, as are many of the other incredible items like the painting that you're going to be seeing here featured momentarily, specifically from a Denver artist that we're excited to highlight in just a moment. But Briseda, one of the items that you have out there is a guitar. It's signed, it's going to be signed by Coffey Anderson, but we just got word backstage that Randy Travis has been watching the broadcast tonight, and he too is going to sign that guitar for whoever wins it. So not only do we have a signed Stetson by Randy Travis tonight up for auction, but we also have that guitar, which generously will be signed by Coffey Anderson and also Randy Travis. Briseda, what else do you have out there that's kind of catching people's eye?
Hey, Madison, we have close to 50 items that are up for grabs in this silent auction. You can place your bids online, folks. Let's go ahead and show you some of the items. Sir, if I can ask you, what's kind of catching your eye?
Maybe the hat.
The hat, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
So we just heard that Randy Travis will be signing one of these guitars as well. Have you placed any bids?
Not yet. Nope, I just got here.
Well, don't worry. You have till 10 tonight, all right? All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for... Actually, I want to ask you one last question. Sure. What made you want to get involved with this benefit concert?
We were down here. We walked into the benefit and thought we were interested.
I think it's amazing that so many people are showing up, even if they're just finding out about it. I think that's beautiful, right?
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'll let you shop.
All right.
Well, folks, we've talked about the Choctaw experience. This is amazing. We just showed you that painting. There's a customizable hat by Bohemian Barbie. It won't be this one. You have the opportunity to get your own customized jacket, and that will be awesome. We have a gift basket as well. Like I said, close to 50 items that are up for grabs. Take a look at this Yeti pack. I know this this will do wonders for those lake days. And you can see all the little stuff that's in there. Honestly, I'm going to be jealous of whoever takes home this green bag right here. This is gorgeous. Hold on. Let me model it for you. This is how good it could look on you, folks. The green detail, the zipper on the top, say less. I might come after whoever gets this, all right? And if you guys have some time, there's also some t-shirts and some hats being sold here. Those are going for $25 and $30. Come on down. You have till 10 p.m. to place your bids. For now, reporting live, Perseid Holguin, CBS News Texas.
Texas is hurting. The recent floods have ripped through the Texas Hill Country, leaving a raw, aching wound in the heart of Kerr County. Homes are gone, livelihoods are shattered, and thousands of people have been displaced. They've lost everything and they need our help urgently. Let's show the people of Kerr County that they are not forgotten. Every single donation directly helps flood victims. Together, we can help the Hill Country heal.
Hey, we all know what sudden desperation feels like, right? Playing in NFL games puts pressure on you to make quick decisions, which also forces you to rely on your teammates for help. Sometimes we wonder, hey, what would we do if we had to tackle a Hall of Fame running back in the open field? Something very difficult to overcome. But now imagine a flood ripped through your neighborhood, destroying everything that you own. Who would you turn to for help? The families of Kerr County are facing immediate needs: shelter from the Texas weather. They need a warm meal, clean water, and they need basic medical coverage. The homes are gone. Livelihoods have been shattered, and thousands of people have been displaced. They have lost everything. So they need the team's help. That's us, me and you, and they need it right now. So let's show the families of Kerr County that we have their backs. Every donation directly helps the flood victims. So together, as a team, we can help the Hill Country heal.
Your last thing was the excavator, correct?
We're just trying to get things cleaned up, so hopefully the people that want to stay here and rebuild, they'll have a clean slate to start over.
So that's where we come in and we take that burden off of them and we take over, and when we leave, it's a smile on their face, and that's our goal.
People were coming up, what can I do to help? They all gave us hope and that we can come back.
We can't change the outcome of what happened, but if we can just be there for moral support and a warm meal and show that we care.
We thought of cookies. $3,000 so far, and I'm really glad because it's going to help a lot.
In every plate, there's a miracle. So when somebody out there opens up that plate, they don't just see food that speaks their body and soul. They see a miracle.
People immediately started pitching in and helping, and it hadn't stopped yet.
God is here. He's still here in this river.
It's renewed my faith in humanity.
And if you talk to anyone in the Hill Country, they will tell you this area in Texas specifically is resilient, and that they do hope to have it back to what it once was before July 4th. So that is why the funds being raised here are so important to the healing process for this area of Texas that we know, that we love so very much. And two people that probably know this area and love this area more than most Texans is Bob and Kelly Phillips. I want to welcome them to the stage. Bob, Kelly, thank you so much for being here tonight.
No, thank you. Our pleasure.
You both know Texas in general really well, but the Hill Country so well. For 50 seasons, y'all were Texas Country Reporter, literally traveling Texas, meeting Texans, getting to know the areas that we know and love so much. And this area in particular, Kerr County, the Hill Country, y'all had land in for a long, long time.
We did, yes. And as a matter of fact, I've been tied to the Texas Hill Country at the hip from the time I started our TV show. The very first piece of music ever heard on that TV show is called Hill Country Theme. And it was written by Cindy Walker from Mahia, Texas, years and years ago. And that was the theme song for our television show. Even though the show was all about the entire state of Texas, there's something that's really special about the Hill Country
well,
to
and not
Texas
only,
and Texans.
Yeah, not only that, we had a ranch there for 20 years.
Yeah.
We had people come and stay with us. A lot of the families, the parents would drop off their kids at camp. They'd come and stay with us. They'd come back. They'd pick up their kids. We got to know these families. In addition, our youngest son went to Camp Stewart, which is right there in Hunt, Texas.
It's really a personal thing for us because the road that goes next to the Guadalupe River through Hunt and into Kerrville, we know like family. In fact, it is family to us.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And with that, y'all knew so many of the folks that lost their homes, lost their livelihoods, lost family members. You lost friends. And this area, while it is resilient, I mean, it's also a painful process for these folks to figure out even what that next step is to take.
You know, the person who owned Camp Stewart, where our youngest son went, a guy named Cy Ragsdale, he died many years ago, but his daughter was swept away by these flood waters. Somebody that we knew, and in fact, I knew her when she was very young. And so we knew a lot of people who either perished or they lost their homes, their businesses. Yeah.
But through this process, y'all been able to lend a helping hand. Y'all been able to support the people that mean so much to you. And you do know that Texans are resilient. So what has it been like for y'all to witness the helping hand that so many volunteers, so many first responders were they didn't even have to be asked. They just showed up.
Well, and it's not only that. I'll give you a little background. For almost 20 years, I was the news anchor at the CBS affiliate in Beaumont, Texas, Southeast Texas. There were 5 lives lost in the flood July 4th from that area. One of them, very prominent Beaumont attorney. His son was there in Hunt, Texas at their family property with 3 other friends. One of them, his longtime girlfriend. 3 o'clock in the morning, he called his dad and he said, "Dad, the water's rising. What do I do?" About that time, his girlfriend and her college roommate were swept away by the waters. He handed the phone to another friend who happened to be our neighbor's daughter when we lived in Beaumont, handed the phone to her. He jumped in, trying to save his girlfriend and her college roommate. The girl, our neighbor's friend, or neighbor's daughter rather, who had the phone, said, "Please tell my parents I love them."
And then the phone went dead
at
that point. Now, all 4 of them perished in the flood.
All 4 of them died in the flood, but the people of Southeast Texas, 3 of the 3 girls were rescued relatively quickly.
They were found. Yeah.
But the 4th, Aiden Hartfield, it took a week to find his body. People from Southeast Texas stopped everything they were doing
and made the 6-hour trek down I-10. It was a small army of people, and they walked and waded that river looking for this person's body.
They wanted to give
bring
them closure.
And I think that's the thing that so many first responders, even that I talked to on the ground there, they didn't want to find the people in the river, but they wanted to find the people in the river because they knew that was the ultimate goal, was to provide closure to those families.
And this is the kind of thing that we've witnessed for many, many years, whether it's wildfires or floods or tornadoes or hurricanes. Every time there's a disaster, Texans come to help. And it's not because they're made to or even asked to.
No.
It's because they want to help. That's what Texas is all about.
And we know that no matter what their talents were, if it was chainsaws, if it was bringing a skid steer, Texans showed up even to cook a hot meal.
Hey, it was casseroles to chainsaws. Whatever they needed, Texans were there.
Which Texans know we love a good casserole.
Absolutely.
So, whatever way to serve, it was awesome to see Texans step up to help. And one of the things that we know is that the Hill Country is a beautiful place. There is a magic to the Hill Country. There's a beauty to the Hill Country that you don't really understand until you see all those hundreds of year-old cypress trees and the limestone and the hills and the beautiful sunrises and sunsets.
You have to spend time there to appreciate the hill country, but once you do, it gets into your blood.
It's magical.
It is. It's magical. It'll never leave you.
And one of the people that experienced that magic, we want to be able to showcase her story tonight because she's an artist in Denver. She's a live painter, but she actually stayed at Camp Mystic many summers as a camper and then a counselor. So she knows that magic of the hill country so well, and she knows the renewal that those sunrises and those sunsets bring to the area. So I want to introduce you to Jenny Lou Tucker, who again is one of our featured artists in our silent auction, but decided to use her talent to provide healing to this area of Central Texas. Take a look.
I am Jenny Lou Tucker, and I am a live event painter. I am a mother of 3 girls and a wife and an entrepreneur and an artist. I just wrote the names of the 27 girls that are lost or missing from Camp Mystic. Those are the girls that just mean a lot to my heart, and it's just personal. So I just wanted this painting to be for them. I went to Camp Mystic from the ages of 10 to 15 years old, and then I was a counselor right before college. It's a very peaceful place. It's really like an Eden. You drive through the gates and there's these huge cypress trees and beautiful green grasses, and every girl there is smiling and happy and excited to see you. And it's just a place of fellowship and sisterhood, a place that you could grow up and feel safe. It just pierced my heart. We all broke down in tears. We're just weeping. There's no human part of me that was able to comprehend the devastation or help a grieving soul. And so I was asking God, Jesus, to intercede on my behalf and help those that I couldn't help. This is a letter to Texas, just from my heart. Dear Texas, you raised me. You were the steady hand behind my courage. You made me resilient. You made me kind. You made me Texan. But today, Texas, you are hurting. There's a crack through the middle of your heart. A deep hollow where lives once laughed, danced, and gathered around tables, and no strength, not even yours, can fill the hole of grief. So let it come. Let yourself weep and grieve. You who taught me to be tough. I'm here to tell you it is okay to weep. It is okay to feel the weight of every name now etched in memory. To walk a little slower, to stop when words will not come, to cry in the middle of the day because the pain is too much. But do not forget who you are. You are prayers whispered in the dark and hands that hold real tight. You are the ones who stay and the ones who rebuild. You are Texas. Let your tears fall into the soil and watch the wildflowers rise from the ashes, because even now, beauty is not finished with you. The sun will rise again because God blessed Texas with his own hand. We will show the world what it means to love a place like this, because once you belong to Texas, you always do. Always yours, and a believer in your resurrection, Jenny. There is a beautiful area with a cross at Camp Mystic called Vesper Point. The fact that the cross still remains in the midst of devastation is just such a powerful symbol. And then the sunset in the background is just a reminder that God hasn't left us. I think it's okay to question. I think it's okay to beg for answers. I think it's okay to cry and weep and hurt, because Jesus did. But it's okay to not have the answers too. I hope this painting embodies how you feel, how each and every one of us feels when the sun rises each day. It's very meaningful to me.
And we know so many people feel exactly like Jenny felt. She felt so tied to this area, tied to the hill country, and tied specifically to Camp Mystic after spending so many of her young years at that exact camp as a camper and a counselor. So she knew what it felt like to be in those little girls' shoes. This is, again, one of those incredible items on our silent auction that the money goes straight to the Salvation Army for those recovery, for those rebuilding processes, and also to the victims, the survivors. The Salvation Army does a lot of work with mental health and support for those folks in need. And so, again, this is going to be this money stays in those 30 disaster counties in that area, which is why, again, we hope that, as Jenny so beautifully put, that wildflowers do rise from the ashes of this area, and that once again it will return to its former beauty. And with that, I want to go to Briseida Olguin, who's again in our silent auction area, because Briseida, this is one of those items that has really touched people, and it's showing that folks are giving so generously as they do pursue, hopefully, taking home this beautiful work of art.
Yeah, Madison, and you know, I've been talking with people that are checking some of the items. We have close to 50 items that are up for grabs, and folks, you still have time to place your bid online. That is going to be wrapping up at 10 p.m. Take a look at some of the items. You know, Madison, from talking with folks, we've been hearing about just how touched they've been by what happened in Central Texas. You can see how this guitar right here, which is going to be signed by one of the artists we actually heard perform today, Coffey Anderson. This guitar will also be signed by Randy Travis, as you shared with us in the last 30 minutes or so. We've seen that price go up in the last 20 minutes or so. You can see there's so many other items folks can bid on. Folks, once again, you still have time to go online and bid on some of these items. Now, one of the items I actually want to talk about is this Cowboys game day getaway for the CBS Texas Suite for 15 at AT&T Stadium. This is valued at $15,000, and you can actually get a deal because I'm taking a look at our auction website, and right now the bid for that is $10,700. So regardless, you'd be getting a deal on this right here. Think about that. The memories that could be made there, that would be beautiful, and memories are forever, folks. You can see there's some more items over here. This Yeti Super Pack, some decor as well, these boots. And for my Dallas FC fans, we have a fan pack as well. This one is also a deal. This is going, I believe the bid is starting at $200. It values at $400. Folks, you have until 10 p.m. For now, I want to send it back to you guys. For now, reporting live, Briseida Olguin, CBS News Texas.
Okay, so Briseida just kind of recapped for our broadcast audience all the incredible items and just how much money is already being raised from just that part of this event. And we know that those dollars are going to basically multiply as they continue to go throughout the night. That silent auction again closes at 10 o'clock. And I just heard that the Randy Travis guitar signed by both Randy Travis and Coffey Anderson has been increasing rapidly in price in just the last 5 minutes. So again, if you're bidding on that item, get that phone ready because you're probably going to be outbid pretty quickly. But we do appreciate you being here tonight in person with us at Tannehill's Tavern in the Fort Worth Stockyards. But we know, hold on just a second, we know that there are folks watching us all across the nation right now. We are streaming right now in Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Philadelphia, New York, and I've even heard my son is watching in Florida. He's on vacation right now, but he's even got the stream up on the beach, which is pretty incredible. So again, we thank you no matter where you're at tonight for supporting this incredible event, for supporting the Loud for Love, and amplifying that love, amplifying the funds for our friends down in Central Texas that need a helping hand right now. Now, next, I want to introduce somebody to the stage that had a huge hand in this labor of love and making it possible, and that is Peter Hull, the Director of Multi-Platform Marketing for CBS News Texas. And I just want to pat myself on the back that I got his title perfect, by the way. So, Peter, you were one of the masterminds behind this event, making it possible. Why was it so important to you to figure out how, in just a matter of a couple of weeks, we could get this together and make a lasting impact on our friends?
We have a huge platform broadcast, right? And so news stations, we give people information, we keep people safe, we do what we can. But when we have an opportunity to do a little bit more, I think we should take it. And I give credit to our leadership team. They backed me on this. Nobody hesitated on the team. Everybody jumped in and they all understood. This is going to be 3 weeks of no sleep. 3 weeks of a lot of emailing and phone calling and stuff we don't normally do, but everybody came through, and I'm super grateful for that.
And we have a team of literally dozens of people, not only on site working this broadcast, making it possible, from engineers to techs to everything in between, photographers. We also have a whole group back in the control room making sure that our broadcast product does stay online. But when you, Peter, were reaching out to some key folks to try to see if they would partner with us on this endeavor, you didn't get any no's.
No, to everyone's credit, everybody in Texas we reached out to, we said, hey, we have this silent auction. Would you like to participate? Would you like to sponsor and put an item in? People said yes, and so they started bringing their friends, and they had more people put in. Incredibly grateful for that, to see that response from folks. Our partners at Salvation Army came through for us big on this too. I couldn't be more proud of what they did with us.
Okay, so can you give us some actual dollars? Because we're rounding out the night. It's almost 10 o'clock. We know the silent auction closes at 10. So where are we standing right now on funds raised tonight?
So tonight, right now, the auction, and with donations from texting in, is raised $61,000.
Woo!
But I want to also add this. I've heard also that our friends at Paramount are throwing in another $25,000 on top of that.
Wow. So grand total, do some math for me.
I'm not done. And we're also, through our partnership with the Cowboys, putting another $10,000 on top of that.
Wow.
So, all said, we've raised $96,000 tonight. So I'm asking folks at home, we're $4,000 short of that $100K.
We can do it.
Dig deep. I know you can do it.
100,000 by 10 o'clock tonight. Can we do it?
4,000. That's it.
$4,000. That means we are just a little bit away, a little bit more to go.
Right, we can see the summit. We're right there.
And this is going to be such a good impact for Central Texas and for all of our friends. Peter, thank you. Thank you for all the work that you did.
Thank you, Madison. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, right now, I'm going to step off the stage because y'all have heard enough of me for a little bit. I want to bring tonight's headliner to the stage. She's a name that you know. She's a name that you love. Let's bring Amanda Shires out to perform.
This is my friend Zach Setchfield.
Hello.
We've been playing together a long, long time. A lot of times people think that we're related, but we're not. It's just what happens when you hang out a lot. I'm Amanda Shires, and I'm from Mineral Wells, Texas. I was also, also lived in Lubbock, Texas. Split the place between two places. Glad everybody's having fun. This one's called Mineral Wells. In 81, I was just a drink on the shelf, a daiquiri, not even a thought, till sometime in July. Sometime in July, something happened in 84. I ended up with two places to be from. The only tree with leaves in Lubbock, with roots in mineral wells. Mineral wells. And at night I I'm another one still thirsting for my home. There's a spot under the train track trestles. The water's too deep to stand in. And you were there once. We climb the sandstone and jump in. Hold your breath and jump in. We take the airboats away upstream. The heat's tiring and I fall asleep in my folding chair. I dreamed Dad was smoking cigarettes. He always had one hanging from his lips. And my arms reach for the Brazos River. Pines and cypress are the West Cross timbers. And oh, I know it shows. I'm another one still thirsting for my home. I've tried drinking water from the Gibson well. Folks before me say it cures what ails you. I think it might be true that there's something in the well and mineral wells. And at night I dream I'm in the Brazos River. Pines and cypress are the West Cross timbers. And oh, I know it shows. I'm another one still searching for my home. Is swimming in the daydream, and I'm just watching from the bank. You're covered in sun, and I forgot my camera, wishing it was real, and I try and keep you in my eyes, permanently save you into my mind. From here the world's spinning and I swear I'd drown just to have you come hover over me, speak something close to me. Oh, it's getting late, so I look for you when I sleep, but it's no good 'cause dreams don't keep.
Look how easy a heart can catch on fire. Say I don't care, but I'm alive. Look how easy a heart can catch on fire.
It's an honor to be part of this tonight. I know all of our hearts are aching and breaking for everybody that's been affected. It feels really good to come together and be part of the collective as a whole, I guess. Because I do know that we can make a difference working together. And I do know money's hard to come by, but I do know that every little bit counts and every little bit becomes bigger bits, and yeah, whatever you can. Everything's helpful. What are we doing now? We'll do Pale Fire. She took her lover on a road trip. Turned out to be a bad idea. She lost his eagle feather roach clip. A present from some sad Maria. Things never made it back to normal. It was wrong kind of naive. She stopped for gas in Oklahoma. Left him alone on St. John's Eve, and there's a pale fire. There's a pale fire. There's a pale fire rising on the plain. Remember when you were a fighter? Remember when I was a queen? Now I'm just another rider. I can't keep up with your machine. And every man I meet is perfect. Any better they'd be wrong. That way it's never really worth it. And I could spend my days alone. There's a pale fire. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to sound like a ding-dong. But man, it's been a night of some amazing music, no joke. I know that most of y'all were here, and I know that some of y'all just woke up from your beers from last night. And in the spirit of fun, we're going to play a sad-ass song. It's called Don't Be Alarmed. It's about standing there to witness stuff when everything's falling apart, which is kind of similar to what we're doing now, like keeping eyes on Texas and trying to make a difference and not letting it, like, you know, go away as yesterday's news, because it's still today's news. And I believe that. Serious.
Don't be alarmed. Don't look away. Somebody's heart breaks every hour, every day. Don't hide your eyes. Don't stare at the sky. I'm losing my balance. I'm not losing my mind. Stay right where you're standing. Take it all in. Yeah, please be a witness. See it to the end. Don't be alarmed. I've been broken before. Don't make excuses as you walk out the door. admit I'm what you are. And I'm coming for you like a hawk for the dove. This is the first song I began writing for a project that I had an idea for back in 2016. And what I did was, there's this Jimmy Webb song that Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson and Waylon did. It's called The Highwaymen. And they were, they were fighting different problems back then. But when I had this idea for my group of friends called the Highwaymen, part of the beginning of that project was writing this song called Highwaymen. And I didn't ask for permission, not only because I'm a Texan, because I do believe in asking forgiveness later. And if anybody wants to start that as their own life mantra, I'll stand behind you. Anyway, what? It's that.
I agree.
That's one of the things I say, and the other one is, I don't know, I need to call my mom.
Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah. You got to. Anyway, here's a song that I sing with my friends, the Highwaymen, who are not here tonight, but you could just picture them, if you feel like it. Wait, I'm smiling. And now. I was a highwayman and a mother for my youth. Wait. I also wrote this with my friend Brandy Carlisle, and I have to say that because later I don't want to be asleep in my bed thinking, oh my God, I didn't say Brandy's name, and we wrote this jam together, and I'll never be able to face the world again. There, we've said it. Okay. Thank you. I was a highwayman and a mother from my youth. Children, I did what I had to do. We left Honduras when they killed the Sandinistas. We followed a coyote through Mexico. And every one of them except for me survived. But I am still alive. I was a healer. I was gifted as a girl. I laid hands upon the world. Someone saw me sleeping naked in the noon sun. I heard witchcraft in the whispers, and I knew my time had come. The bastards hung me at the Salem Gallows Hill, but I am living still. I was a freedom rider when we thought the South had won. Virginia in the spring of '61. I sat down on a Greyhound that was bound for Mississippi. My mother asked me if the ride was worth my life. And when the shots rang out, I never heard the sound. But I am still around. And I'd take that ride again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I was a preacher. My heart broke for all the world. But teaching wasn't righteous for a girl. In the summer I was baptized in the mighty Colorado. In the winter I heard the hound, and I knew I had been found. And in my Savior's name I laid my weapons down. But I am still around. We are the Highwaymen. We sing a story still untold. We carry the sons you can only hold. We are the daughters of the silent generation. You send our hearts to die alone in foreign nations. They may return to us as tiny drops of rain, but we will still remain. And we'll come back again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, we'll come back again and again and again and again and again.
All right, give it up for Amanda Shires. Okay, we are just moments away from the silent auction closing, but I just got word from Coffey Anderson himself. Coffey, if you will come on stage in just a moment, we have a really special treat added to the signed guitar by Coffey Anderson and Randy Travis.
Hi, family.
Okay.
How we doing? Hey.
So tell us this new development. If by 10 o'clock that guitar gets above what?
Above $5,000, the legend himself, Randy Travis, and I will take that winning bidder to dinner here in Fort Worth.
Okay, so you
We're going to sit and eat.
5 minutes
Absolutely.
to make that item above $5,000. And then again, whoever wins it, it can be way above $5,000. Again, gets to go to dinner with Coffey,
Can I carry
Randy.
it? Can I carry the guitar for y'all to do that?
Absolutely. Come on in.
Absolutely. Join in on the fun. But again, we so appreciate everyone giving so generously of their time, their
Absolutely.
talents, their beautiful voices tonight to amplify this love for Central Texas. Again, you are watching Loud for Love, a benefit concert for Central Texas Flood Relief, our partnership with the Salvation Army, making all of this possible. So again, Amanda, I hear you've got one more song for us. Take it away as we play out Loud for Love here live from Tannehill's Tavern in the Fort Worth Stockyards.
Good job.
In a field in Ohio, I changed into a scarecrow's clothes. Learned some of the secret songs he knows. I ran through the day and into the night to be the one doing the frightening. It's freeing, I suppose. It could be learned behavior to fold and call it failure 'cause you're terrified of showing your hand. I think you feel safer mumbling your prayers to a God you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. In a pool of water, I saw my reflection sink low. In a vision of our future rose. We're drowning in diamonds, borrowed and charged, on a boat with no compass, under sky with no stars. It could be learned behavior to fold and call it failure 'cause you're terrified of showing your hand. I think you feel safer mumbling your prayers to a God you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand.
at a galaxy.